Okay, hello everyone. This is Zach here. Just want to do a quick sound check, please. Is my sounds coming okay by typing a one for me? Okay, if you are listening from our YouTube channel or Facebook channel here. Okay, let me know if my sound and screen is okay. Right. So today we have a very interesting topic. Okay, about period 9. Okay, and how you actually want to utilize this new energy here to write into the next picture. Of course, we invited a very special guest today, which is Pauline Chan. And before I pass the floor to Pauline to start our section, just want to give you an ideas who is actually Pauline. Now, Pauline is actually a former communication professional who turned to parts and feng shui professional. So she used her knowledge in China's Chinese metaphysics to help his client to navigate their businesses and career growth. So against today, she going to do the same with us. How we going to use this knowledge over here to benefits in this period 9. So she also shared this related topic in her YouTube channel, currently having 21K of followers. So if you are interested in these topics, make sure you also subscribe to her channel. Now I will bring in Pauline right now, and we will actually start our section here today. Of course, if you got questions, don't worry, just let us know, and we will answer your questions in this section here. Now, Pauline, I pass it over to you.
Hi, Zach. Hi, everyone. How's everyone going? How's everyone doing? A very good evening to everybody. Hey, guys, say hi. Hey, Max Music, how are you? Okay, thanks for joining. Thanks for hopping in. Okay, now we want to talk about period 9, and because I am collaborating with Sifu Investing Together community, so basically the topic today, me and Zach will be talking about investments, right?
Yeah.
So this is I think something that would be interesting to everybody, right? Because the current new trend that everyone comes to us when they do consults is, hey, Pauline, can I be a trader? Can
Mm-hmm.
I trade for a living? This is the current hot job. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
everybody
Or maybe
says,
can I make
I
more
want
profit or not, right?
I want to fry my boss's cuttlefish. Sorry, that's my English. All right, I want to say bye bye to my boss and say hello to just sit at home, and every day I just do trading. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is the next big trend. And certainly it is. Before we go any further, just a quick intro to myself. Oops, the chart ran away from me. So, yep, former communications professional. I have more than 2 decades of experience in communications, but my first love is Chinese metaphysics. So, but a very important disclaimer, guys, we examine as metaphysics practitioners, we analyze energy. We are
Mm,
reading energy. All right, so I am not a medical, legal, financial, or even let alone a investment coach, okay, or a technical expert, in fact. So I'm just using 八字 qi feng shui to look at the energy imprint surrounding the events, surrounding situations, surrounding peoples, okay. So a very important disclaimer, how, because Zach, we're not doing
yeah,
any
yeah.
buy calls today. Yeah.
Yeah, we are not doing any so-called advice lah. Of course, anything have to
Ah,
based on education purpose. Okay, so from there we actually
mm,
see how we actually can apply it into our own
yes.
investment objective.
Yes. As
Mm,
per anything in Chinese metaphysics, human ingenuity required. Okay.
mm.
So let's move on. Okay. Zach, you know what is period nine?
Actually, I have a very limited knowledge. Okay, on Purina. As far as I know, okay, it's a so-called
But
fire
you heard of
element.
it,
Am
right?
I right? I heard of it. I heard of it. But it's
That's how
something
you reach out
related
to me, right?
to. Correct, correct. Of course, I feel that like they say, okay, yeah, we're just moving into period 9 this year, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Mm. Yes, this year.
Last period is period 8, which is no, it benefited to lots of so-called real estate. Am I right,
Yes.
Pauline?
Yes,
And
you are
yes,
absolutely right.
yeah,
Wait,
and we can say that those like Malaysia top rich top 10 one, right? Mostly they are in so-called real estate
mm,
businesses,
yes.
and
Yes.
looks like they riding the 20 years of so-called I don't know, like periods or something we should call that.
No, this is okay. So a feng shui age is made out of 180 years, a complete age. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
this age is split into nine different periods where it tells us that during this particular timing, a certain energy is in ascendant. So
Mm-hmm.
period eight was earth energy. So
Mm-hmm.
hence you see a lot of these property developments and stuff like that. All of that are booming. So
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
that's yeah, that's period eight. And period six and seven was purely the industrial age, the manufacturing age. Six and
Okay.
seven was metal.
Yeah.
Okay, so most of us here, especially
Mm-hmm.
me, okay, would have
Mm-hmm.
lived through several
Period.
pillars or periods already. Yeah. So the question then is, how come everybody talking about period nine, nobody knew about six, seven, eight? Okay, so the two-word answer is called social media law.
Yeah, I think I agree. Now, actually, for me, right, of course,
Mm,
one of the reason why we invited Pauline to give us this special talk is because what, uh, I remember 10 years ago when I just graduate, the time is only 23 years old, lah. No money, ma.
mm,
But I was in
mm.
the property industry, so everyone buy property, is like buying hotcakes, like they buy already next few months or even 1 year they make profits already. So the time I only can
Yes.
watch and see, hey, make profit, but I cannot. I just can earn a small commission from it. So I
Mm.
think this period nine when they are changing this so-called energy, right? Yeah, I should actually wanted to see what is the things that I can be prepared so that I won't miss out the opportunity that I have in period eight, 10 years ago.
Good. Good. And actually, one of the ways to do that is what Sifu Investing Together does, trading, investing. Okay.
Mm.
So and
Oh,
we're
so we
gonna
are
talk
in
about
the in
that.
the in the in the correct direction. You can say that, Pauline.
Oh yes, yes,
All right.
yes.
Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
with period nine, because the ascending energy is fire, so there
Okay.
are things that as investors or traders we need to know about. There are overarching trends
Mm.
that we need to be aware of when we in our decision making process, when we want to invest, or when we especially for those who are doing medium to long term investment.
Okay.
Okay,
So first thing, medium to long term investment,
especially yes,
especially.
because
Okay.
uh,
Uh,
number one, fire is very fast. So
mm.
there will be shorter period, shorter, oops, what have I done? Sorry, shorter business cycles in period nine. So you don't really see
Mm.
companies stay forever now. You see a lot of, they come in for a short while, they make a big bang, and then after that, not quite sure what
Gone.
happened. And similarly for employees or career professionals, period
Mm.
nine, no more lifetime employment. Actually, the employee also don't want you to stay forever. You also don't want to stay with them forever. So,
Okay, that's
so
interesting.
yeah, so what is long term has now to be redefined, right? So that
Mm.
it's very rare now that people will want a lifetime. People will generally do a lot of switching jobs, and plus with shorter business cycles, you may find that the business comes and then after that they sell off, which is very much an in trend now. They start something and then they want to sell it off to somebody
Oh,
else.
okay. Actually, I not sure whether this related or not. Actually, I feel that recently a lot of company offer contract employee rather than full time employee. So
Yep.
probably this is one of the reason as well.
Yep, yep.
Okay,
So,
okay.
as career professionals, all the more reason we need to be investing or to have some knowledge of trading, because you can no longer bank on the company to be
Hmm.
loyal to you. The company
Okay.
demands that you be loyal to them, but are they loyal back to you? Mm. So,
with the
so
with the
so so
current
it's
inflation
best.
rate, I think the salary is more important. Okay, there's
Okay,
another topic. Okay,
so
there's another topic.
that's another topic. So
Yeah.
intangible values, fire. You
Mm.
can see fire, but you can't touch it. You can't
Catch it.
catch it.
Yeah.
You can't grab it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so this is where we see the emergence of digital
Digital asset.
currencies, digital assets. Yes, thank you, Zach.
Okay.
Cryptocurrency, also of course consumption of digital media.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
Okay.
also of course for those who are doing business, then
Okay.
digital marketing is a must.
Now, I know that I should not really ask this, no buy sell call, but cryptocurrency, is this something that we should look into in period 9?
I feel that cryptocurrency needs to be studied
Mm.
before you jump in,
Okay.
because of this intangible values means that it is values that we cannot really calculate. So
Mm.
you really need to know how the market works. Cannot just listen to your friend say, "Hey, Kang Tao, Zack, I got Kang Tao," and then you go and happily
Hey,
follow.
can go up
Cannot
one,
do
right?
that.
Usually friends say, hey,
Huh?
this one can go up one.
Ah,
I mean, we all kena
uh,
lah. We all kena lah. Okay, anyone here that kena this, right? Type a A for me, please. Anyone that kena hear this, type a A for me, please. Normal lah. Okay, normal lah. Whenever
it's
investment.
normal. It's normal.
Yeah, it's
It's
normal.
normal.
It's normal.
I think everyone has been through it because there's always this FOMO, fear
Mm-hmm.
of missing out. Mm.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
when your friend does it, oh, I want to do it too. Okay. So and the third one, of course, is tech advancement. There is you
Mm,
already see AI sweeping the, and this is
correct,
just
correct.
the beginning. If you notice, 2024
Yeah,
official
yeah.
start of period 9 is just at the beginning, and it's crazy scary.
This one probably I can also add on. Recently, okay, for those that who in Bursa, again, you type a B for me if you are in actively in Bursa right now. Technology, some of the tech or data center related company is going up like crazy. With their powers, the investment from US companies. So all this actually drive the movement in Bursa. So yeah, tech advancement definitely something should really watch out. Okay,
And
Pauline,
I think,
mm,
yes, yes, like, tell me.
okay, I think I got one question here. You want to answer question first or probably later on,
To
Pauline?
you, up to you, up to you. It's your
Okay,
show, babe.
yeah. I think from this is Ying, right? Ying, thank you for joining us. So okay, here's the questions. Okay, that it means that we have to invest into more feminist stocks, women leads business, since a lot of function are
This
talking
one,
about women leading.
we talk about it in the later page. Yin, I will answer you in as we later on in the presentation, because yours
Yeah,
is a very relevant question.
yeah. Okay, sure.
Okay. So, but certainly, I think you will see if you track the stock market history through all these apps like Sifu and all those other apps, right? And if you drag the timeline long enough, you will see that the stock prices jump is all led by tech, because last
Correct.
time during period 7, the stock market was driven by construction, driven by manufacturing. Construction and
Property. Yeah.
manufacturing takes a long time to
Mm,
to to uh to do something, because these are earth and metal are slow elements. And then so I
mm.
would say that I think could safely say that you will see the tech stocks leading, so they would be the top drivers of most of the stock markets.
Okay. So can I say that Pauline, you means that compared to period 8, which is leading by construction, all this company, right?
Mm,
Uh, tech stock, which is period 9 right now, the volatility will be much more higher compared to the
mm,
period 8. Oh,
yep.
so we can always see those like bombastic movement coming in this
Yes.
period.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. I crying still. I miss the Adobe's Firefly thingy wave. I'm still crying. I'm telling you.
Ah. But who knows? Got another round, right?
It's why? Oh my god! I knew Firefly was coming. How did I miss it? Okay, so sometimes our we got
Mm,
no clarity of thought. So what to do? Okay, so let's move
okay.
on. Canva is not very happy with me today. Okay, so five major trends of period nine that we want to be aware of when we are assessing stocks, right?
Mm,
Number one, also it affects us as well. Number one is the happiness driven economy, and this is where consumer behavior will change. So as
mm,
consumer behavior changes, if the businesses we are looking at does not know how to tailor to this type of behavior, then there is a question mark. Do we want to continue associating? Happiness driven means more people in period nine are looking for fulfillment. Okay, that is the
fulfillment.
important. Of course, salary is
Okay.
important, but no longer like our parents. People nowadays are not willing to just slog it out their whole lives. So they're looking for
Okay.
authentic happiness. And
Oh,
this change in consumer behavior will change a lot of business models.
understand. I think something like work from home, flexi hour, must be related
Mm,
to this kind of draft
mm,
economics, right?
mm. Yep.
Mm,
Of course, as traders and investors, you could say in a very cruel way that the traders and investors don't really care whether their staff is happy or not. But the ability of a company to retain good people is important.
okay,
Mm,
okay. Yeah, I
okay.
think
The
especially
sec
after COVID, we do
Yep.
see this kind of trends coming in. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So then the second major trend is culture. Basically, people are looking for this sense of belonging, not just within
Mm.
families, but also community. And this community can be worldwide. It's no longer constrained to where I am, physical locality. So because of
Uh,
the digital world, yeah, any brand or company that can harness this loyalty will likely do well. So that's another factor to consider.
okay, okay. Which means going global is more easier nowadays with online
Of
culture.
course, yes,
Okay.
yes. Okay, and so to answer Wenjin's question,
Mm,
diversity, inclusivity, and equality.
mm,
This is, I think, no need to explain much about this. You already see these buzzwords everywhere, and
mm,
even among investors, it's growing that they who say that they take these factors into consideration. Like note that I say investors, not really traders, because DIE wouldn't really factor in. But for traders, how will this impact is the news cycle. So the news about a certain company and their practices and stuff like that. So those would play a part in it. So stuff like ESG, for example.
mm,
Mm,
yeah. Okay. So okay, now just now going back to Yin questions, right? Because also actually in Pune, I heard that um so-called more women were actually taking leads
mm,
in
mm.
business, right? So okay, now going back to something related to investment, should we invest in a company lead by women, or maybe we focus something that more into targeting into women product like cosmetic beauty products? Which one
More
actually you think is
into the female market.
female markets?
Yes, the market
Mm,
itself. All right. When we say talking about women, like when you say a lot of feng shui are talking about women leading, yeah.
mm,
Basically, what it's saying is that the conditions are once again right for women to come to the fore. So that's basically it. All right.
mm.
While I wouldn't directly say women led businesses. Of course, if you want to, if that is one of your criterias, by all means. But you still have to check against the other factors as well. But key would be the women's market would be leading. So like
Okay,
you say, like cosmetics.
okay. I think
Mm,
they said something like related to health products. Yeah,
mm.
like health product, beauty products. To
Beauty, yes, yes.
okay, okay.
Because
We're gonna
fire is beauty also, so it make you look good.
okay. 包装啦, right? The
包装，
packaging.
包装，包装，
包装
包
Okay.
装 very important.
包装 very important.
Okay,
Okay, okay.
okay,
All right.
and engagement. nowadays consumers are no longer passive, right? They demand
Mm.
collaborations, dialogue, engagement, right? So this trend may take a while to show up. Probably in the second half of period 9, you'll see more of that. And of course,
Mm.
last but not least, I think everyone has this in on their phone. Qua Spotify, own nothing, control everything.
Yeah, Airbnb I think is one of the easiest one.
Uh,
Also Grab,
Grab.
no
Mm,
taxi but control the taxi market.
mm, yep.
Okay,
No
okay.
restaurant, but control the restaurant market.
Food Panda, Grabs.
Yes.
Okay, okay, but
More of
yeah,
these trends.
okay. I think in US market, mostly they have this kind of so-called business model, right? So this is also one of the opportunity that we can actually look into as well.
Mm, okay.
Okay.
So now got five major trends, then surely there must be five major challenges. Lor. Okay.
Hmm.
So activism in the US is usually employee activism. In Malaysia, it tends to be consumer activism. So we've all seen it lately, the boycott.
Yeah, yeah. I think
Okay.
for those that in Busa, you should know BJ food. Okay, I think it's impacted as well. Yeah,
Mm,
some of the things. Yeah, this is kind of trends that we are looking into right now in happening in
mm,
Busa.
mm. So
Mm.
what we're saying is that when you assess something, a company to invest in, you need to see how vulnerable they are to these types of challenges. So of
Mm.
course, the consumerables, all this, right, like VJ food and all that, would be a lot more um vulnerable to it, right? And certain
Mm.
industries would not be so vulnerable. That's one of the things that you probably need to be thinking about as well, right? so and it's kind of hard to predict from where and when this activism is going to pop out. It's like suddenly like fire
Correct,
lor.
correct, correct.
So the second point is knowledge inequality. This one is a huge problem, especially for
Mm.
developing countries, because knowledge inequality leads to income inequality, not just among people but also among countries. So you see a lot of this income inequality happening between countries, and so to thrive in period 9 is no longer about working long hours, right? We
Mm.
countries literally need an educated workforce. They need their people to be smart, innovative, and creative. But good education takes almost an entire generation to take effect, or by then a bit too late. And for many developing countries, because the previous, remember we were talking period 6, 7, 8 were construction manufacturing related. So
Yeah.
many developing countries have become dependent or maybe even addicted to the low cost manufacturing model. So which means that politically it was to these countries' benefit to keep their people and the salaries, the
Mm.
costs as
Low.
low as possible. In period 9, this keeping it low could be a problem because you will lose out completely on the competitive edge.
Oh,
Any
okay.
thoughts on
Now,
this?
now you means is that, for example, countries that because nowadays they actually export it, this expertise to country like China,
Mm, mm,
Vietnam. So all these countries actually will losing out eventually.
mm. I don't think China will lose out because
Ah,
China's tech advancement is actually very advanced.
correct.
But the countries that are very dependent on being uh,
Outsource.
manufacturing, so could be
Okay.
Vietnam. Yep. So these
Mm.
would be on the these would be a bit vulnerable, I would say, these economies.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we cannot do anything about it as individuals, but what we can do is we make sure that we ourselves self educate.
Okay. Yeah. Work smart, lah. In other words, we should work smart rather than work hard right now
Mm,
in period 9.
mm, mm,
Okay.
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 So the next one is
Mm.
value driven investments, because people tend to be are now losing trust in the central institutions, right? And so now are demanding social responsibility, which is again tied to the activism, right? So
Mm.
they want to have this from the brands that I interact with. This brand must stand for something.
Understand. Again, same things that what happens to I think like you mentioned just now Malaysia lah. You have to tag with something that is value. Okay, if
Mm,
not, probably will have some negative effect on the brand itself.
mm.
Yeah.
These are things that I think everyone needs to take into consideration. Expansion
Mm.
into the digital world, very important.
Mm.
Any business can expand into the digital world. The any dinosaur that tells you no, 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 I just want to do by brick and mortar. Okay, lor.
Yeah, I think one of the very good example is for those that who are actively in investment trading. This year we have a new company called Mumu coming in Malaysia,
Mm.
taking the whole market by storm. I'm not sure
Oh,
anyone here is a Mumu customer. If yes, just type a A for me lah. Personally, I am lah because you deposit something, you get appreciate for free. So well, yeah, I think this is one of the example going into digital world
mm,
because we remove all the so-called broker, get the fees more cheaper for us to be more easier to get into investment or even
yep,
stock trading. Mm.
yep. I just now when we before guys before we started, I asked Zach, I need to ask a stupid question. Are there still reminders around? And he goes, yeah.
Yeah, actually
But
still around, still around. But of course, you might say they do provide their own so-called service, okay, to
mm,
their
of course,
clients. Different
of course.
services are different. Of course, for people like
Mm,
me, I always tends to keep my costs low, ma, so that I can trade more and probably get more profit out
of
of it.
course.
Of course, some
Yes.
people probably their account is more bigger. They need more service. They are more into long
Mm,
term. Yes, they are still using broker reminder.
yeah. I guess everyone's investment styles, investment needs would be different. So yeah,
Yeah,
there's a solution for everybody.
correct, correct.
So then the last point is the identity politics. You see it already happening, gender war lah, tribalism lah, all
Mm.
this kind of stuff that is going on. Again, very much equated to activism. So you need to check whether the company that you intend to invest in are vulnerable to these major challenges.
Hey, Polly,
So as
sorry on
we
your
mm,
this last point, right? Can I say that those the war that happening right now between Palestine, right? Is it also
mm.
related to this identity politics?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay, yeah, yeah.
but
Because some of it actually lead to the boycott also. So I guess that we should
yes,
also pay
yes,
attention into
yes.
it.
Yes.
Mm,
But
okay.
somebody asked me recently, does this mean there will be war in period 9? So I went and did a tracking. There's war in every period lah. S-
Cannot avoid
As
lah,
long
right?
as
Cannot avoid.
somebody wants something that
Mm.
someone else has, there will be war.
One power lah. Someone one power, then there will be a war lah, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Again,
So
I think as a investor or trader, we not to say we encourage war, but we just want to we trying to see which one we can actually take advantage of, which one we should avoid. So from there, we try to build our own.
no, because I actually feel that investors really need to
Mm,
be knowledgeable people.
mm.
You when you are investing, you really need to know what you're doing.
Mm,
Of course we will all make mistakes or something like that, but you
mm.
really need to be on the ball with the latest news, and you really need to have the ability to assess whether how this news will of impact the share the stock market.
Yeah, yeah, correct, correct. At least we want to be prepared. Okay, if let's say this
Mm,
happens.
yep.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Mm. Oh yeah, by the way, for
Ah,
audience over here, if let's say you got any questions for Pauline or myself, do comment below, okay, so that we can answer you in this section over here. Yeah, Pauline, yes.
Okay, so of course, no, the tech stocks, stocks related to tech or IT industry,
Yeah,
Your Zach,
yeah.
you got anything to add here? Tech stocks,
Okay,
not
definitely.
not buy call, just
Yeah,
example.
yeah. No buy call, no buy call. Okay, like Pauline said, no buy call, but okay, let me just put into my screen here. Okay, anyone here can see my screen? I think should be okay, right? Okay. Now, per se for myself, since after again, no buy call, no buy call. Since after Pauline mentioned about period nine, we should probably focus a little bit into technology. I do check as well. Okay, let's look into technology lah. This is technology sectors here. Okay, in fact, I think I can't agree. Okay, with what actually Pauline has shared earlier on. If you look into this chart over here, actually technology have peaked in this is back to end of 2021. Then since that we actually have a big downtrend. I think this is during the COVID period as well, and after that we have been in sideways. But surprisingly, something actually I also look forward into as well. 2 weeks ago, again, this I'm looking into weekly chart lah, because uh, I'm
Mm,
looking something more into long term. Okay, so that I can ride into this
mm,
period nine, the 20 years periods.
mm,
So surprisingly, last week actually they break the closest resistance, and against the next upcoming main resistance is somewhere around here. But like Pauline say, I'm not trying to do any buy and sell call, but looks like here to here we still got around 20 over to 30%. Okay, movements. Okay, of so-called potential. Okay, potential. Now let's look into some of these so-called individual stocks. Okay, later on probably I can pass to Pauline whether I'm in the right track or not to look into this some of these counters over here. So MeTech is one of always my favorites tech related stocks. Okay, for those that who don't know, actually can actually check the companies out so normally what I do is that I just go to my X chart. You can actually access that. Then I go to fundamental info, company information. So from here, I know that they are in. Sorry, if let's say my screen is a bit too small. So technology sectors, okay, and they are actually in machinery and equipment sub industry. Okay, so from here that I know that yeah, they are in the right sectors already, which is technology. Okay, and let's see what is the so-called opportunity that I have. Okay, again, I think they are very similar with what actually technology stock chart just now actually shows. From this is going back to 2021. Okay,
mm.
big downtrend. Okay, of course, for those that who know about chart reading, volume. Okay, volume equals demand. Okay, and again, 2 weeks ago. Okay, probably I just need to erase so that we can see it better here. Okay, so here again, same like what actually tech sector show in Bursa, right? 2 weeks ago, they break the main resistance. Okay, they break the main resistance, and of course, the main resistance, the next upcoming main resistance is around 5 ringgits. Okay, somewhere around 5 ringgits, and while giving me around potential of 100%. Okay, so like I said, I'm not trying to say this one can buy, but looks like they are actually building a very nice momentum. Hopefully, it can actually go into, the next potential resistance here. Okay, so
Zach,
if let's
just
say, yep,
curious, yeah.
mhm.
What happened in May that drove that big volume? Must be some kind of announcement.
Which mean oh this one actually there's no announcement.
That
I
that
was
big.
surprised. I'm surprised there's no announcement for me technology. Yeah, I do expect there's
Oh.
upcoming news actually. Okay, because in stock market something
Mm,
is we always believe that there is I'm not sure I can say here over here or not, but anything related to money, there were a little bit of a so-called manipulation.
mm-hmm,
Okay, now user over here, if let's
mm-hmm.
say you agree with me, you type a A lah. If disagree, you type a B lah. You disagree, type a B lah. Now, any things that money, right? Okay, before the news release, they will jalan first. They will goes up first. Then when they goes up already, then only they say, I got this project. I got that project. Okay, similar
Mm-hmm.
one. I think I can share with you this one as well. This is YTR Power. They are in related with this power
Yeah.
data central
Yes.
business. Okay, again
Yes.
IT. So same things, right? This stock also all this one have been very quiet one, throughout the year.
Ah.
No movement one. Okay, but suddenly there's some movement. Okay, starting from this year March, slowly goes up. Then only they got news. Got collaborations lah, got this lah, got that lah. Only they shoot up. They continue to shoot up.
Mm.
Okay, so sometimes news can be slightly a bit late one, slightly a bit late one. So that's why for me is that we know how to look for the so-called like for example using period 9 as my guide
Mm.
technology. So I focus technology. I look into some of the so-called sectors, stocks to focus. Then from there, I actually look into technical analysis. If not, what I do is that I look into the fundamental analysis. Okay, so let's go to my analyzer. So analyzer over here, this is not recreated, but we are using Prachowski F score. Okay, anything that of course nine out of nine is the perfect, good fundamental stocks. Seven not too bad as well because 7 out of 9 is good. So if let's say my Prachowski F score is high, I will also consider to look for long term investment. Okay, like for example, just now I shared with you like me Technovation.
Mm.
Okay, it come out with 6 out of 9. So for me, this is not a company that sometimes pump and dump one. It's a good FA counters. Of course, you can check as well if you want fundamental counters as well. You can check the fundamental as well. But for me, 6 out of 9 actually is a pretty good score. Okay, for me to consider to probably buy and hold for something for long term. Yeah.
Yeah, but always, for guys, fundamental, whether you use whatever method or whatever system, the fundamental system is very important. So must always check the
Yes.
fundamentals.
Yes. In fact, actually, I agree with Pauline. It's if anything that you are looking for, holding like for example, in the beginning of section, Pauline said that mid to long term, right? So for me, mid to long term, something is around like 6 month period time frame or maybe 1 year period time frame. So it's really important to check first of all fundamental what this company is doing it, what company they are actually their businesses is very important. Then of course dividend, okay, because we don't want to hold and then towards the 1 year we got nothing, but at least we got something with dividends. Now, of course, one of the stocks, this is also related to tech as well, Grad Tech. Also, I realizing they actually following the tech sector very, very closely. Recently just break the resistance. Again, main resistance, the next one, 7 something. Okay, now is I think 5 ringgit 20 over cents. Okay, potentially we still got around 20 to 30% to go. Okay, again, not doing buy call, but from here you know how to actually calculate your risk to your ratio. Okay, now this is a quick one about tech stocks and what is happening right now in technology stocks. Okay, any questions? Okay, from the audience, you just let me know. Okay, if not, I just pass back the floor to you to continue your presentation, Pauline.
Okay. So the next one would be premium on sustainable energy. Energy stocks would likely also be on the rise. Do you see that happening in Bursa?
Uh, Energy stock, I think lately a bit quiet, right?
Mm.
Dayang, I think is moving. Okay, let me just put back my slides, Pauline.
Mm.
Let's check few lah. Let's check few. Okay, energy. Okay, for audience over here, just let me know, because sometimes I already focus certain sectors. I didn't focus all sectors. Okay, if you think that I miss out anything, yep, you just let me know so that probably we can study together. Okay, energy. Okay, energy chart. Okay, is slowly moving up, but it's not as strong as so-called tech sectors yet. Okay, it's not as strong as tech sector yet. Okay, currently they are still kind of like hitting resistance. Okay, hitting resistance, so not sure whether they can break or not. Okay, so okay, now one ask, right, can comment stocks ScopeNet for helps and techno sectors. Okay, I think techno sector just now I already uh uh share already. Okay, so probably I'll go to ScopeNet. Okay, ScopeNet is in tech, am I right? Okay, let's go to daily chart. Okay, assuming we are looking into daily chart right now. Okay, a nice movements. So right now for me, they're actually doing pullback. This one also same things. Going back to this is end of April. We do have a nice breakout above resistance. Okay, same lah. All the tech also getting some momentum. Now doing a pullbacks. Okay, against next resistance somewhere around here. Okay, please calculate your risk to reward. Okay, please calculate your risk to reward. So if you enter right now, okay, enter right now to R2 resistance 2, you're getting 1 over 14, okay, which is a pretty good risk to reward. Okay, but again, always set your risk, your risk there. Okay, if let's say anything happens. Okay, now going back to FA, okay, 5 out of 9. Okay, so compared to me, mungkin dia tak baik sikit lah one, but 5 out of 9 still not too bad. Okay, still not too bad. Anything that I think below 4, right? Normally I won't really hold for long term. So 5 still okay. My preferred ratings is 7 and above. Okay, for long term. Okay, hope that's answer your questions. Okay, now probably I will pass back to Pauline first, okay? Because I want to see what is other sectors that we can actually focus, okay, other than tech sectors.
Health sectors, we expect to see advancement in eye health and heart health in particular, because these are the two fire related organs. And by God, we all need help with our eye health, right? All of us whole day looking at screen until at night still looking at.
Yeah, I
So
think
the
nowadays is a
thing,
norm lah. Wake up already,
yeah.
phone, working laptop. How to avoid? Cannot avoid lah. Even
So
at house also
so
TV.
yeah, lor, cannot avoid one. So
Really cannot avoid. Really cannot avoid.
for the technologies, for the health sector, actually I would be looking out for those
Mm,
who are, but here's the caution when it comes to health sectors. In every country, you are
mm,
subject to the a lot of regulations and government
mm.
permits and stuff like that. So there is that one has a bit of a limit. Okay. So of course, and we talk about every day looking at screen, right? So communication and entertainment lor.
Okay. Now, I think there's one thing that I'm very interested in these slides over here, which is ice help. Now, anyone here know which company is doing that in Brusa? Okay, if yes, type for me. Okay, at the comments below. There's one company actually doing this sector, which is mentioned by Polly. Okay, if you know, you can type below over here. Okay, I will take a look into this chart because this chart here recently also got some movement. Again, not doing buy call, but I think potentially they can actually try the resistance. Yes, can. Thank you very much. Okay, now Pauline, probably let me share with them the chart. Is it okay?
Sure, of
Okay,
course. I
because
curious.
because this one actually also I'm looking into it. Okay, I'm looking into it. But since now Pauline have give us direction again, no buy call direction. I think I will focus next week. Okay, now yes, this is Optimax. Thank you, Yin. Okay, this is Optimax. So again, this is looking into weekly chart. We looking at weekly chart. First of all, I want to know whether it's good for long term or not. Okay, so this is weekly chart, and I look into my analyzer. What is the ratings? Yeah, 3 out of 9.
Wow.
So far, not so good. Okay, not so good. Okay, tak apa. If not so good, I will treat it like trading first. Okay, which is I'm looking into my supports, my resistance, got any opportunity or not. Okay, now for those that who know a little bit of so-called chart readings. Okay, this is reaccumulation. Okay, I think Ying you know lah. Okay, Ying, I think you should know, right? Ying, by the way, you are from the my members, right? If not mistaken. Okay, so here doing a pattern so-called VCP. Okay, a famous pattern so-called VCP lah. So I do believe, again, not doing any buy call, I do believe that potentially they might challenge this resistance again. Okay, again. Oh yes. Okay, thank you, Yin. So okay, now it's around 65 cents. Okay, to 80 cents. Okay, again you calculate your potential reward to see whether this one's still worth your investment or not. Okay, but for me, okay, again for me lah, I think it's worth, okay, to look into it. Okay, since that the period night energy looks into this direction, and the chart looks like confirming as well. Okay, that's they are potentially heading to the direction as well. Okay, again, let's see how it
Please
goes.
do due diligence. Please
Yes,
do
yes,
your
yeah, of
due
course, of course,
diligence.
of course. Do your own due diligence. Study the company background, whether they go give dividend or not if you are planning to hold for long terms. Like I say, because the FA at the moment is not that great, I'm gonna treat it like my short term trading, probably 1 month to 2 months. Okay, if let's say anything goes wrong for myself, over here, okay, support level. If let's say they break, okay, I chop it. 10% losses. I take it. I chop it.
Mm. Mm.
Okay,
Stop
if let's
loss.
say hit here, yes, correct. If let's say hit here, 20 over
Mm.
percent, okay, I'm happy. I take profits.
Yep.
Okay, so make sure you have that. Okay, against we just want to share with you the potential, the directions. Probably can get something out of it, but still you need to do the decisions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because what this tells us is that conditions are right for
Mm,
these sectors or these industries, all right, to start making to start growing. That's what the
mm.
energy is saying. It doesn't say that I invest into any eye health company I guarantee 100% will make money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah,
that
yeah.
one
Correct,
you need
correct.
to have your due diligence.
Correct, correct. Like for example, tech stock doesn't mean that you close one eyes, bang all the tech
Ah,
stock, and you make money, right?
yeah.
Okay, so hopefully members over here you all understand, right? What you're trying to share. Okay, direction is important, which is why we are doing this section here today. But studying the company correctly for your long term portfolio, you need to do yourself, and which is that is very important. Okay, now, uh, Pauline, any other things that you want to share with
One
us?
more
Hmm.
category, which is beauty and cosmetics. So, because
Beauty
period nine,
cosmetics.
as Wen Yin says correctly, all right, the women's era. So all these women's products and stuff like that will start to also emerge. So beauty and
Hmm.
cosmetics, which I gather you know nothing about.
Actually, I got also limited knowledge in here. Hey, but anyone here actually know about company related to beauty and cosmetic in Busa? Please comment
Yeah,
below.
please give us a comment so that Zach can do the checking. Obviously, lah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect. I really, because all this when we invest is things that also is brands that we interact with as well.
Ah,
So
okay.
you can't expect a guy to be sensitive to, huh? What is this?
Correct. Okay. So
Lipstick?
far, so far, I think there's one company doing it, but I don't know whether am I right or not. Okay, let me just do a quick check. Anyone here know?
Are you good
Any beauty and cosmetic company in Busa can
in
share or
Bursa?
not? Okay, let me just do a quick check. Hopefully I get this right.
Zulian is in beauty sector. One Rushdi say Zulian
Oh, Zulian, I think is more into healthcare. Is it?
supplements, isn't it? Isn't Zulian supplements?
Yeah, I think Zulian is more into supplements or health industry. Okay, let me just check. Hey, in nature is it? In nature, anyone can confirm. Let me just check company info In nature, yeah lah, in nature lah. Okay, now let me share my screen, Pauline.
Okay, please. Yes.
Okay, now this is in nature. Okay, oh yeah, Body Shop, correct, correct. They are in Body Shop, and natural brand. Okay, in Malaysia. So okay, now this one obviously they are still in downtrend. Again, I'm using weekly chart over
They're still
here.
in downtrend.
Yeah, they're still downtrend, but okay.
But
Thank you,
seeing
Yin.
a break idea.
Yeah, okay, but one thing very interesting. Okay, now Ying, I know you're my ex member. Anything that you can spot from this chart, Ying? Something that previously I mentioned already. Okay, anything that you can, or maybe any others members over here today joining us. Anything that you can spot from this chart. I think something interesting might happening very very soon.
Mm.
SK2 SK2 not listed lah Max.
Stay tuned on
SK2
listed.
not listed in Bursa lah. Okay, anyone? Ying, probably want to try. Okay, now in this chart over here, right? You notice here, right? Got a huge
Mm.
volume. Okay,
Mm.
every time when we got huge volume, things might change. Okay, like just now, for example, I do share about GradTech, me, okay, which is in technology sectors, right? They do have this high volume before they slowly sideways goes up. Okay, this one can or not, I'm not sure. Okay, but looks like now still in downtrend. Maybe 3 months down the road, we might see something. Okay, so something that worth to pay attention to. So now let's do a quick check on FA. Okay, yeah, 4 out of 9, not too good at the moment. So probably we can focus something short terms to midterm rather than holding for 6 months to a year down the road. Okay, so there's a quick one. Okay, on my side, looking into in nature for beauty and cosmetics sectors. All right. Okay. Any other questions from the audience? Any questions regarding period 9, which you think that it probably will help you? Okay. Yeah, this is a good chance to ask Pauline today. Or anything you want to? Okay, I think Yin got questions. There's a news that
Oh,
Body
there's
Shop
news that Body Shop. Mm.
sell off in KRSC. Oh, okay, okay. Now understand that. Okay. Now, Ying, for me it's like that. Yes, news is very important to follow. Okay. Which I think that yes, you wanted to factor in also. Okay, with news, but for me, sometimes chart also tell me different things. Okay, like for example, sometimes certain bad news come in, right? There's someone or maybe so-called operator use that to do accumulation. Okay, they buy at the bottom, and 3 months, 6 months down the road, when the things get better, there's good news supported with it, then they will goes up. I think we see a lot lah. Like yeah, Capital A is one of the popular one. It dropped already. Then suddenly they talk
Yeah.
about, hey, we got to
Yeah.
remove the PN17 status,
Yeah.
fresh it up again. Same things. Same things. But again, we trade based on chart patterns. You look into your risk to reward. Make sure you don't risk a lot. Okay, yeah, that's what I can comment about the news thing. Okay, any other questions regarding, especially regarding period 9? Okay, or maybe Pauline, any things that you want to add on for our section here today?
No, I think we're good to wrap up. Let's
Ah,
go to my last slide, and we're going to wrap it up.
okay.
Canva is not very liking me today. Keeps getting jammed.
It's
Okay.
really like
Now,
today.
right. Finally, it moves. So, just the most important in period 9. Yes, continuous self-education. At school they teach us what they want us to know. At work, they send us for training to do what they want us to do. So, it's our job to self-educate. So, even for traders and investors, the more you can understand how businesses work, the less reliant you would be on the next Kang Tao, right? And the more you are able to understand how macro events affect various stocks, markets, or even consumer behavior, the less likely you are to panic. So there's no shortcuts really to gaining this level of confidence, right? So it's hours and hours of conscious self education. And second one is income diversity. As we
Mm.
mentioned earlier, trading is now the next ideal job. We can't have all our eggs in a basket no more. And last
Yeah.
but not least, a very popular question that I face a lot: do I need to move house? No, not necessarily. So you can you can actually create new strategies, or you can create tweaks and stuff like that. Moving house is a big decision, no? You think buy vegetable meh, right?
It involves a lot of money, lah, Pauline.
Yahweh.
But okay, now Pauline, one questions, right? Of course, I ask for myself also lah.
Mm,
Since it's very difficult to move house, yeah, which is incur a lot of cost. Is
mm.
there a way? Is there a way to improve our current house, to improve our so-called trading luck?
It de- it depends on the house itself. How much
Mm.
the house can support. Sometimes we can try to enhance, but trading luck needs water luck. So your house better have a very nice north sector first of all.
North sectors.
Mm.
Is it means that my north sector have to put water features things, aquariums, or
I want you get a proper audit first. Don't don't
okay?
don't simply go and put and then you didn't audit it properly. So
Mm.
I think here is north, and then you go and put water. If it's in the wrong sector, then you die zai cannot. Don't simply do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
If
Okay,
you
very
yeah, if
important.
you
Okay.
want to get it audited, I'm not saying you need to come ask me to
Mm.
do it. To get any practitioner that
Mm.
you relate to, that you feel connected to, get them to help you get a proper
Mm.
audit. Then it's easier to maybe set up the home to receive more
Okay.
energy. Set up some people nowadays set up a trading room.
Set up a trading room. Okay, now, Pauline, beside 八字, right, you also do consultation for feng shui for your client, am I right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now for those that who want to enhance your what so called the trading opportunities. Okay, so I think probably you can connect with Pauline to know more about that. Okay, so okay, now any others things that you want to add on, Pauline, for our section today
Nope,
before we
we're
end?
good. Hey, Zach, before we started, I was worried that we will only talk for 15 minutes. But not bad. Our collaboration for the first time, quite
Okay,
smooth there.
okay, 1 hour. Okay, I'm not sure about the other audience. You think that this section here is helpful for you? If yes, you type a A for me, so that at least we know lah, we do a good job lah. Or maybe, if let's say you got any other topics that you think that we should we should cover next, you can comment below, or maybe you can connect us in Telegram or Pauline YouTube channel, so that we can bring in more contents to you. Okay. Oh, thank you, Alvin, thank you,
Thank you
Cindy,
guys.
thank you, Yin, thank you very much. Okay. So I think with this we'll end our section here today, Pauline.
Yes.
Okay, so once again, thank you for joining me. Thank you, Pauline, for becoming our special guest
Thank
for
you,
Sifu.
everybody.
Thank you, everyone, and we will see you in the next sections.
Good night.